Why does drywall joint compound shrink when drying? Imagine you just finished patching a hole in your wall and you're eager to see a smooth surface. But as the joint compound dries, you notice tiny cracks or gaps forming. Why does that happen? Well, the answer lies in what the compound is made of and how it dries. Drywall joint compound, often called mud, is a mixture that contains a lot of water. When you spread it over seams or holes, it starts out wet and easy to work with. As it dries, the water inside begins to evaporate into the air or soak into the drywall itself. This process causes the compound to shrink because water takes up a lot of space. When the water leaves, the solid particles in the compound get closer together, making the whole patch smaller. The rate at which the compound shrinks depends on the environment. If the room is warm and has low humidity, the water evaporates faster, and the compound dries quicker. Good airflow helps too by moving the moist air away from the surface. If it's cold or humid, drying slows down, which can lead to problems like cracking or the patch not shrinking evenly. Applying multiple thin coats instead of one thick layer helps control shrinkage. Each layer needs time to dry and shrink before adding the next. Thick or overly wet applications tend to shrink more and crack because there's more water to evaporate. That's why patience and proper technique are key when patching drywall. There are two main types of joint compounds. The first is drying type, which relies on water evaporation to harden and shrinks more during drying. The second is setting type, which hardens through a chemical reaction and shrinks less. Setting compounds are often used when you need a quick fix or want to reduce shrinkage. Knowing this, when you patch drywall holes, it's best to use thin coats, give each coat enough time to dry, and keep the room at a steady temperature and humidity. Using setting-type compounds can also speed up the process and reduce shrinkage. This way, you'll end up with a smooth, durable finish that needs less sanding and recoating. Understanding why joint compound shrinks helps you get better results and makes your drywall repairs look professional every time.